Right, good evening, everybody. How the devil are we? I hope we're well. just trying to set everything up and make sure we're ready. Send that down a bit. We've got an interesting game here. Let's see how one of the co-hosts introduced themselves to the tournament, isn't it? That's what we're about to learn. We've watched Canada before, actually. We've done a watch along a couple of one or two Canada games we have, but yeah, this will be fascinating tonight to see home crowd against a good European opposition. Let's see how they get on. Just click. Let's check my live chat and everything's working. Bear with me while we. Hey Zach, how are you? Do that. We've just got the usual pre-match fluff as they're building up. I just need to share some stuff on social media just to try and see if we can get some other people come and watch along with us. Sure. Bear with me. Oh, Michael Bublé's on that now. I think it is. Making sure I get my hashtags right. I'm all out of sync because of the fact that I had to do an impromptu live stream, obviously. So that's put me out of sync. Trying to find the proper hashtags and stuff. Why would FIFA put the proper hashtags out there? Why would you do that? No, you wouldn't, would you? And, yeah, I'm guessing. There we go. Let's just pop that out. We've got a bit of pre-show going on. I'm not sure if that was a flare or a firework there. I'm not sure what was going on. They're in the tunnel anyway. Said Kolasinac is going to lead out the Bosnia and Herzegovina side. So, yeah. Of course, as soon as I go live, I start getting loads of notifications and stuff, so I just have to clear the decks and see what's going on. I had Edin Dzeko's there. I had Edin Dzeko as my thumbnail. Edin Dzeko, and we used Jonathan David because I wasn't sure whether Alphonso Davies would start, and it looks like he isn't starting. So I am glad, obviously, that I did that one. Just want to set up my. I just want to set up my scoring app so that I can do my timing and stuff. Do it from there. All this, people have got no idea. All this setup you have to do before you even start to bloody stream. It's surprising. Do that one. And that Match time will be the first one to start. So there we go. That scoreboard is moved. Why is my scoreboard moved? Anybody know? Maybe it's about there. Don't ask me why the YouTube. In fact, I'll put it across. Don't ask me why the YouTube chat isn't working again. I haven't had time to look at it. So we will see. How old is Jack? Yeah, he must be 30, 34, 35. Why did Mob not have him starting? He had an injury or something, because he definitely was stood there a minute ago. Is he not starting technically? He's just stood at the back of the. Oh. Maybe somebody in the chat can tell me. Is he actually starting? Because he was definitely stood there, Dzeko, so that implies he is starting. But maybe let me try and have one go at sorting this chat out. Prism chat, where are you? Where are you? Why aren't you working? Delete that. Add. Prism chat. Okay, prism chat. Okay, that'll do. Let's go there. No, no, it doesn't want to work. Who knows why? I'm not sure about that Kieran Trippier one. I saw a screenshot somebody had put of a conversation that they'd been having together. Somebody had been talking to him online, and he said it was rubbish. But of course, he might say that to somebody that he doesn't know. So Dzeko is starting. No, not necessarily. Right. That's why. So they've got all the players. We'll just go quiet while they do the national anthems. Yeah, so they've done something unusual here, haven't they? They've got all the players in their kit and coming out of the tunnel rather than just having the starting 11. So that's what's thrown me. Here we go. All done. Anthem's done. Flyover happening in what looks like Jet Provost. I'm going to assume it's either a display or an Air Force that's just done that. So, here we go. Let's have a look. Handshakes. Weather looks nice there, to be honest. It looks lovely. Okay. Let's go. Let's watch the... Well, technically it's the second game of the day for us. It might be different for you depending where you are, but let's I did have the teams up a minute ago and I wasn't paying too much attention. Buchanan's playing, yeah, Liam Miller. Jonathan David. It's about Jonathan David, really, for them, isn't it? For Canada, who's had a tough time at Juventus. Argentinian referee. Demirovic from Stuttgart is dangerous on the right, up front for Bosnia. But this will be a tough test for because these sides like Bosnia are not normally very easy to break down, and they hang around in games, and it'll be interesting to see whether they how Canada deal with a bit more expectation as well today. We're just going through the team lineups with a fancy graphic. I'm watching on the BBC. They're showing it as a 4-4-2 on the graphics, and we'll see how that plays out when they actually start. Said Kolasinac was the ex-Arsenal left back who eventually left because he wasn't very good. Perfect, Liz. Yeah, I'm watching the BBC. I think it's on ITV as well. I've got a funny feeling I've just read somewhere it's on ITV as well. But if we ever get the choice, we always in the UK we tend to use the BBC because they don't have adverts. So that's why people that's the habit that people have got into. So we get some shots of Edin Dzeko. He'll be dangerous from the bench. Set pieces at the end of the game. That's where Dzeko is he's lingering around that international squad because of his experience and that impact from the bench. I thought Canada would be more. I thought there'd be a bit more white, trim on the kit, but there isn't. So. Last minute tour. Last minute little chat, huddle. I fancy Canada to edge this by a goal. But this for them is about how do they handle the expectation of the game and the event. They're doing the stupid FIFA countdown. 7, 6, 5. It's a slow actually for the countdown. And we're underway. There we go. Canada kicking right to left on the BBC feed. Lots of red in that stadium. Looks like lots of the home fans have turned up. Liam Miller's got a very interesting haircut. Is that just because? In fact, he's had a bit of a fade job on the side. And I think he hasn't dyed it, so it looks like it's black. But, there's a good long throw. That's nice. Ooh, that was a good block tell you, I'm not sure who blocked that, but I think that was a tap-in for Canada if they hadn't blocked it. If you get BBC commentary as well, you're getting Stephen Warnock, who used to be a Liverpool left-back, but never really made it as a player. I think he was Blackburn as well. But we're going to have an in-swinging corner from the left. Canada have basically loaded the 6-yard box. So that would import a bit of a low hand signal. That didn't come off, but presumably the low hand signal was designating that they were going to do that low corner. The problem is now, if you've given your secret away, so everyone will know that. Oh, is that a foul? Was that a foul on Kolasinac? Was it? I'd like to see that again. I'd like to see that again. I think that if it's a foul, that's a modern foul. Modern foul. Let's have a look. No, those aren't fouls. Give over. Honestly. Just finishing off my, excuse me. Here we go. Free kick from Bosnia. Deep. They win the header. Oh, hello. Oh, that was a chance. A pretty simple free kick, actually. I think it's Memic it falls to. Yeah, just a deep free kick headed back into the danger area. Ball falls to Memic 12 yards out and he skies it over the bar. You've got to be hitting the target there. I do wonder whether this ball is not very good, because all the games we've watched in the build-up, the friendlies and what have you, obviously they use the World Cup ball, and everybody is skying shots over the bar. So I am starting to wonder whether this ball is a bit crap, because they will have had plenty of time to practice with it. They'll have had it in training, so they'll know it. I just wonder whether it's one of the bit of a Jabalani type of ball. Yeah, listen. If a foul is a free kick, that's fair enough. But like little touches where people just like literally just brush boots and stuff, and they're rolling around. Honestly, we have to get it out of the game. The game is meant to be a little bit of contact, nothing serious, but a bit of contact does happen naturally, and we have to get back to that, because that's the beautiful game, is when you can have those elements of physicality. There's it just drives you mad when you see it. That was a good touch by Jesse Marsh there, flipping it. Penny for the thoughts of Sean at the Red Horde, who'll be having kittens at the moment, I imagine. Just try and see what's going on in chat. Yeah, the Jabalani was the one, but obviously Jabalani was like this ball dialed up to 11. What I've seen so far, this ball is like a 5 or a 6. Is how I would describe it. It did, Adam. That was a lovely touch, to be fair, from Jesse Marsh. We saw last night, I don't know if anybody watched the South Korea game last night, we saw how important set pieces and long throws are going to be. South Korea really struggled to deal with them. So already, what we've seen last season, certainly in the Premier League, and how important set pieces were, seems to be showing its head in the World Cup as well. There's no pattern here yet. Nobody's sort of taken control in the first 5 minutes, and you wouldn't expect it. You get that a bit of to in and fro in. Hey, Ledge. Some to in and fro in. People are trying to get the nerves out. It's hard. Canada will be extra nervous because of the home crowd and the expectation. It's a different game when you're expected to do well. It's a very different game. Yeah, Ledge. That's come out of nowhere. That Southampton thing has for Galbraith. So let's see whether that proves to be accurate. And I guess we shouldn't be surprised because we know how good a player he is, right? So we shouldn't be surprised that there are other teams after him. But if somebody like a Southampton is after him, that's going to be that'll just makes it a bit more challenging for us. If we even want him, and obviously, No, I saw. I don't know if you saw the graphic, Mad Owl, that was on. It was on X. It said in the last World Cup there was 4 red cards in the total tournament, whereas we had 3 in the opening game. So I think FIFA will have had a word, and they'll have briefed out today that we need to be making sure we're not crazy with the red cards, though. Some of them last night were shockers. I missed that challenge then, but the crowd were going nuts because I was reading the chat. The stadium has never been that big before. They're playing in front of a much bigger hole. Right, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And it's not just that there's more of them, they're expectant as well, yeah? Well, I am having a look. Oh, it's hard because of the red, because you've got red seats and the red shirts, but there was some big patches of red seats without people in them. So let's have a look and see if we can spot that. I'm interested from a perspective of I just like FIFA have made a right shambles out of this ticketing. The prices that they're charging, it's disgraceful. There's a small patch there. Not too bad at all. Yeah, Zach, I wonder whether they kind of got the memo after the first game and went, listen, we can't be having that. And of course, as always, it's VAR. It's VAR, sadly. It's poor VAR officials. Somebody needs to start to get a grip of this game now. I guess the expectation is it's on Canada, really, but somebody just needs to start trying to control the ball, get it on the floor, take your time, build up your attack. Adam, it's a disgrace. Honestly, football is supposed to be the working man's sport, and that's on the pitch and off the pitch. Tickets are supposed to be affordable, not just watch that long throw, not NFL or NBA price. I've never been to NBA, but I'm just going to make an assumption that it's somewhere near NFL prices, right? Football is not meant to be that. And for fans, it's meant, you're meant to fill out stadiums. All countries should be able to watch. Just greed, frustrating. This is a bit better from Canada. A bit better. Oh, that ball wasn't great. Although they've done all right. Oh no, take it back. Here come Bosnia. That's a yellow card. That tackle. I'm not sure what Saeed Kolasinac is asking for because he's already booked. What are you Why are you arguing, Saeed Kolasinac? What are you asking for? It's a yellow card. That's all it is. It's a Dobbo tackle in the Chelsea game. That's what that is. But dialed down a bit. That was a yellow card. No problem with that. That was Johnston who got booked. Yep, $30 tickets. That's all you need, Adam. That's what they should be. World Cup, $30 to $50, depending on the stadiums, because obviously some of them have got real prime viewing locations, etc. That's the point. You fill the stadium out and you grow the game. You grow the game because there's more people going to the matches, people watching and getting to the game for the first time. You know, parents, when the $200 or whatever they are, you know, the parents can't afford to take kids. That's an easy save for the keeper. That was a free kick from obviously from Bosnia, but header from the edge of the box from Lukic was easy to save. Canada are under a bit of pressure here. Bosnia are just starting to turn the screw a little bit. That's poor though. Okay, throw in. Chance for Canada to reset. Yeah. It's a shame, Adam, because football, it shouldn't be that. Oh, is he in? Oh, no. That was good defending from Kolasinac there, actually. Although it was wild the way he had his foot in the air, but that was decent. It'll be interesting for Jonathan David being having that expectation, being the man that people will expect him to take every chance, score goals out of nothing. Now, that's interesting. If Bosnia couldn't cope with a little bit of pressure there, and here are Canada. It's going to be a corner after a wild clearance. $20 beers. A beer should be $5. Canada had a couple of runners there coming in late. Right, so Canada are set up. They've got two patches. They've gone short again. They had the 6-yard box was full, and then they had 4 players on the edge of the box. I don't know whether they've got a bit excited there and taken it a bit quick, and it's fallen apart badly, that set piece. And then Bosnia they're going to get the ball because they've hit the ball at the ref on the counter. The ref's right in the way. I don't understand how he's right in the way. That wasn't great positioning. I need to change that, really. I haven't got those colours right either, have I? Here goes Canada. Here we go. Here we go. Counter attack. Oh, the cross was too much for David. Here's Buchanan. Get into that box. You need to get in that box much quicker so they can't touch you. Easily cleared. Oh, that was... There you go. Let me get the colours right for you. graphic. $22 for a beer. No, thank you. Not having any of that. That's good patience from Canada on the edge of the box. Here's Miller down the flank. Decent cross. There's a chance. Whoa. Good defensive header. Back post. That was Kolasinac on Buchanan, I think. Oh, here you go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, and there's the chance for Jonathan David. And that's the type of chance that if he doesn't take it, he'll start to get stick for in the press in the morning. He's 12 yards out, and it's a terrible effort. Those are the chances that the press will all be in the papers tomorrow. Yeah, they're not mugs, Bosnia. You know, by no means are they a good side. They're probably not going to do anything in this tournament, but they've got a lot of European players playing in Europe, in Champions League, Europa League, and that type of thing. So they have good experience. Oh, Jonathan David has got to smash that. He's got to lift that. He's got to lift it into the top half of the net. See, Jesse Marsh knows. You see, got to get a goal. You get your tournament up and running. Liam Miller got up too early there. They're probably not going to show us a replay. But if they do show what you'll see, he jumped too early. Little patch of blue in that stand there, which I'm going to assume is some Bosnia fans, is it? He was going nuts there, Adam, wasn't he? That's Bosnia's ball, I think. Liam Miller's trying to claim a Canada ball, but looked like a Bosnia ball to me. Those Bosnia fans look quite reserved there, that's what I would say. They don't look like they're overly confident, do they? That's good defending. That was good defending in the corner from Canada. Right, play. That's all right, carry on. Now, have you got numbers? Get the numbers forward. Is that Jonathan? Oh, you're in again here. High up. This is it. This is going to be the chance. Oh, I thought Canada were going to be in. That's great defending. And then a soft free kick and another Bosnia player rolling around like he's been shot. Didn't strike me as a yellow card, that. Oh, he did catch him. Did catch... is it Sekirovic? Well, look. Oh, I'm not sure who he caught. Whoever he caught. That corner. I think he's given a corner there, is he? Can't see what. I'm not sure what's going on. It is a corner. It's whether it's a free kick. Just gets a touch on it, doesn't he? So the ref's is interfering with the kerfuffle in the box as they do. Here we go, in swinger, dangerous. There's the goal. That's it. Said to you before, set pieces again, and this is exactly what this is exactly how Bosnia will influence the game. Wowzer. Dead easy, set piece, in swinger, front post, unmarked, gets a deflection in the 6-yard box, granted. But it's too easy, that's way too easy. And these are the types of teams that are not easy to get back in against. And now you can see why Jesse Marsh was going nuts before, because he knows, you know. There you go, no VAR to even be contentious about. Very quick review, and we're underway. And it's 1-0. This World Cup is going to follow the pattern in European football. Set pieces are going to be massively important. I tell you what, Canada have got lucky there. I'd like to see that again, because he's not argued Demirovic there. I did wonder whether that's one of the ones that actually should have gone the other way. Oh, drinks break. Here's the drinks break. Oh, cooling break. What do they call it? Hydration break. Sorry. There you go. Hydration break time. So don't forget, in the at half time, the sort of like 4 or 5 minutes minimum will be the added time on. That's it's a really nice looking stadium. And Jesse Marsh now can get into him, can't he? And, you know, got to take those chances. Got to make the goalkeeper work a bit. That's what I started to call it, Adam. First quarter is what I've been calling it. Just bear with me. I'm just picking up my messages to see. Phone's been busy since Wrexham signed Michaela Cook. Going on. Oh, right, nothing going on there. They're always, I think, countries like Bosnia are not particularly fun places to live, and they are born being very stubborn and gritty, and you know, and their football reflects that. Their national teams are hard to beat, hard to break down, resilient. They're full of character. That's a great. Do you remember that video? Was it last year or the year before? Does anybody remember that video of that lad breaking into the race course? I can't remember what his name was. And he broke in, supposedly stayed most of the night. I just don't believe that he broke in. I think it was that those were a stunt that the club would have known about, but it wasn't set. It was set up to look very much like that was the case, that it was a break-in, and that was the big sell, but I'm not sure it was. All right, here we go. Canada have a set piece halfway inside their own half, and they're going to launch this presumably into one of the corners. 25 minutes in, less 3 minutes, we're 22 minutes in. That ball held up there. Is there a little bit of wind in that stadium? That ball did hold up on that set piece, interestingly, that the goalkeeper launched it into the corner. Flags aren't fluttering very much, so I'm not sure there is much wind there. That's not a free kick either, by the way. Yeah. Canada have got a couple of times. Canada have got into good positions, and I've started to get excited, and I can't get my words out quick enough. But their pass to a player in an advanced position in space has been poor, and it's been intercepted. Got to be a bit more careful with the ball. Can't be passing the ball too close and letting it get picked off when you're in a good position. Here we go now. You have the chance. Oh, that's a terrible run by Buchanan. Buchanan ran inside. He ran from out to in. He should have stayed out wide and been a pass. Been an option. You got a free kick anyway, Canada, and you're going to have the chance to put it in from very wide, about 25 yards out, but very, very wide. But it was a terrible run. Right. Oh, we tried to take it too quick. I think down at ground level, it's not so windy, but above the stands, when the goalkeeper's taking a goal kick and it's hit massively in the air, I think the wind held up that ball before. Here we go. Outswing it. It's poor. We're going to get a chance, though. Going to get a chance. Oh, that was good feet by Jonathan David. Oh, I thought he was going to take the second chance there. It was going to be Bosnia players here. See what they're doing now? They're arguing. They're trying to delay the restart. Yeah, trying to lose the momentum. Look at that Bosnia player there. That's a disgraceful dive. Absolutely disgraceful. VAR should be looking at that now. And honestly, yellow card in future if you have a sin bin or whatever. Those players can't be having any of that palaver. I think that's a goal kick. He's give the corner. Right, you have got a corner candidate. Now you've got your chance. Got to be quality. Got to test the goalkeeper here. Let's have a look. It's an outswinger. It's gone to the penalty spot. It's worked all the way through to Miller. Here's David, though. Oh, get your shot off a bit quicker. He's bought a free kick there. That's another soft free kick, but you should be booked for that dive. Yep, absolutely. There's spot on. That's what I mean. VAR should be able to go to the ref and go, just hang on, let's have a quick look at that. Well, it takes one review would show you that is a dive, and he should absolutely either be warned or given a booking. They'd soon stop. Very quickly they'll stop if you start doing that. Here we go. In swinging free kick from wide. It's short. It's a bit overly clever, to be honest. It's a bit overly clever. Try to play a low one, cut back to the edge of the box for the shot. I think you just stick that in the mixer with some venom. That's not a foul. Well done, Jonathan David. Well done. Problem is you want him on the end of the ball now, really. You don't want him being the man who crosses it. He needs to get himself in the box. That's sloppy from Liam Miller. Really sloppy. Give the ball away there. Just sloppy. Edge of the box. Sloppy. They've only had one attack, haven't they, really? Bosnia in this. They literally had one attack, which was a set piece. And I take it back. They've had 4 shots. It feels like they've only had one attack. Yeah, that's the challenge for him. Slightly different in a. I know you're not the only home nation, but in a home World Cup, in a home tournament, the expectation is greater, and it's difficult. That's it. Yeah, Liz, just, got to get that sloppiness out. Got to be efficient. Here's Miller now. Wasn't a free kick. He's gone dive, knocked down. Not a free kick for me. Canada again, not quick enough. It's a good ball. Oh, still a problem. Oh, what is that? That looked like the right-footed shot of a left-footed player. I don't even know who hit it. Couldn't tell. Yeah, he's in. It's a chance for Canada, and he's smiled. He smashed it over the bar. Oluwaseyi, was it? Yeah. Does well, rolls him. I don't know if he's not left-footed, and he has smashed that right over the bar. Just roll that left foot inside. Pass it into the net. Dear. All right, no problem. Not time to start panicking yet. Just keep chipping away, keep making the chances, doing the basics. Clean up the errors, clean up your work. That's probably a free kick on Buchanan, to be fair. I think he's probably held there. Didn't get it. Could be wrong. Replay might show me up to be wrong, but I thought it was a free kick, that. Has he got a long throw? Yes, that's a good long throw. Not gonna. It's hard to beat a couple of Bosnian centre backs to the ball, though. Hard. So there you go. I'm going to get frustrated in this World Cup. I'm a massive advocate of in-swinging free kicks and set pieces. Canada do an outswinger, and it's eventually cleared. Here comes Memic on the counter, but he's well defended. Just bought a bit of time there, Memic. I don't think he really knew that. I think he knew he wasn't really going to be able to trouble the goal because he was so far away. He's just got his team 30, 40 yards up the pitch so they can start again. Come on, work. They're all right here. Canada, if you take that sloppy goal out of it that they've conceded from the set piece, Canada have done okay. You'd be more thinking about the sloppy work in the final third and a couple of half chances, rather than thinking, oh no, we're 1-0 behind. So it would be massive for them if they could get a goal just before half time. That looked like a foul throw to me, but is that David again? That was sloppy. There's Ryan. Ryan is there watching. And there's a foul throw. No, not a foul throw. Wrong position. Took it from the wrong position, I think. Good up until that point. Excuse me. Ugh, hard day at work. Right, you're all right knocking it round at the back. Now, where's the movement now? Where's the midfield now? That was good from Kone. That was excellent play from Kone. But then he's sloppy. Look. Again. How many times have we said that? That's a foul. That was a foul on David, by the way. Ball, back stick. React. Second ball, not close enough. That was good from Kone again. Now, do it easy now, Kone. Don't overdo it. That's better. Here goes Hull City's Liam Miller. Does too much work. That's a corner, surely. Yeah. He's quite raw, but Ismail Kone from Sassuolo is he's got a bit about him, hasn't he? He's got a bit about him. He's a bit of a live wire. There we go. In swinging set piece. It's decent. Oh, it was a half chance. Jonathan David tries an overhead kick, which has got a corner. I think that he's asking for a handball there. I don't think he's going to get it because he was so close to Kolasinac. Let's have a look. No, it's his body, I think. I don't think it's his arm. It looked closer than it was, but I don't think he was ever going to get it. But with modern handballs, this is the problem. You just don't know. Honestly, nobody knows what a handball is anymore. Outswinger. Oh. Please get rid of the outswinger. Coney's got potential. He's also coming around. Yeah. Playing in the right place. Playing Italy. They'll teach you all about tactical structure. See, he's still a bit raw, though. He's still a bit erratic. That's what they need to get out of him. Just get some consistency to him. That's better from Buchanan. Need a trick there, though, at the end. He's got a corner. Look at the Bosnian there, not having any of it. Trying to start a row. I'd like this outswinger to end up on the edge of the 6-yard box and not at the 12-yard spot. See? That needs to be much closer to the goalkeeper and get him worried. It's going to be another corner after Kone's cross is deflected. I've had plenty of corners for the quality of these outswingers. No. Get it closer to the goal. Edge of the 6-yard box. Do a short one this time. Kone, edge of the box. Yeah, sloppy. Cleared fairly easily in the end by Bosnia. Oh, David in. Is David in? Oh, how was your touch, Jonathan David? How's your touch? I'm not sure if he was onside or not there. Let's have a look at the replay. Poor touch. Was he onside though? It might have all been irrelevant if he wasn't onside. So just a reminder on screen, we're 1-0 up. A 21st minute set piece goal from Lukic. Put Bosnia in front. Canada in this game though, very much in this game. Just need to sharpen up in the final third. And clean up their work across the pitch. Probably got a good 8 to 10 minutes left of this half. There we go. This is nice to see, a momentum graph. Much more useful to you than the usual stats that we get. Excuse me. Right. Who's the progressive passer here? Who's going to start to pin the lines back? Yeah, come on. That's sloppy. I think that's a foul that shouldn't be a foul, but he's kicked the ball away there. That should be a yellow card. Should be a yellow card. If you're going to introduce rules like delaying the restart, technically, is a yellow card, and then not book people for it, that's what annoys people. Oh, there's another sloppy pass by Canada trying to get into the final third. Leah Miller that time. There you go. Well, you got the ball back. Let's just see the long throw. Too easy to defend. It's a mentality thing now. So Canada just want to get in 1-0 down and then reset and go again? Or do you want to be brave and try and have a go just before half time, but risk the counter attack, obviously? Here is Bosnia. Well defended. Johnston has to be careful because obviously he's on a yellow card. He's up against an absolute shithouse in Said Kolasinac, by the way, up there. He will absolutely get you sent off if he can. That's the man who's on the ball now, the number 5. I think he plays for Marseille now, Kolasinac. So not even a quarter of a chance, and that's that volley that he's just tried there. Zahirovic. He's tried an unbelievable volley from 20 yards out that's probably still not landed. Is that Cornelius? Yeah, I'd like to see that one again. That might be a little naughty late one that should be a yellow. Yes. Demirovic. Let's have a look. It's a fraction late, but he studs up a little bit. He knows what he's doing there. Bit isolated there. Yeah. That's a good press from Canada. Now go on. You got the ball. Go on. Go on. Go on. Oh, again. How many times in the final third have they just been a bit sloppy? What a ball that is, by the way. It's going to go out for a goal kick, but what a ball that was from Bosnia. Is that Mike Myers? I wonder if Mike Myers is with Ryan. Oh, here we go. Bosnia are going to have a little sniff of a chance here late in the end of the half. If they work this well, they've got a few in the box, a few on the edge of the box. It's well defended, though. It's got to be a yellow card now, that surely. Let's have a look how much of a foul it was. No. Oh, no, it is. It's not the high foot. It's actually the tackle as he lands on the floor and he swipes him. So 4 minutes. 4 minutes of time added on. Thought it would be that. I had that ready. I think 4 minutes is going to be the default for injury time at the end of the first half in this tournament. What's the local time in Canada, by the way? Does anybody know? What's the local time? What's it going to be there? Is it sort of afternoon? Are you 2, 3 o'clock there? I thought he was from Liverpool. I just wondered. That's why I wondered whether he was just sort of being a sort of token supporter, really. If he was there with somebody else, but I thought he was a Scouser. Throw in. Here you go. We got a chance of a long throw here, Canada. 10-4. Right. So we're at 10-9. Yeah, okay. Nice time to play that, probably. 3 o'clock kick-off. That's what we want. Yeah, it's not a foul, that. So if you got the long throw, in it comes. It's a bit floaty, that throw. So that throw is a bit loopy. Instead of being flat like Tozer's used to be. Oh, we're going to get a corner, though. And that is food and drink for a Bosnian defender. Dead easy to defend. Dead easy. So he's from Canada, Ruth, right? I always thought he was Scouse for some reason. Maybe he's a Liverpool supporter. Maybe. Oh, that should be half time. Another outswinging corner to the 12-yard spot, headed over from Cornelius. That's actually a massive chance. He is with Ryan. I thought he would be with Ryan there in that box. So 10 seconds or so until snack time, everybody. There we go. Oh, he's taking a couple of seconds off there, in fact. So 1-0 at half time. It's a decent game. It's it's not a bad game. So go and get your snacks. Go and do your toilet break. I'm going to get a cup of tea or something, and we'll come back ready for the. We'll come back for the second half shortly. Everybody gone away, or is anybody still here? Oh, Marie, they looked okay. They looked okay. I was just looking at some of the stats. They've had 21 touches in the opposition box, so if they can just be a bit more, I keep calling it clean, stop making silly mistakes, sloppy passes, they'll create more chances, and eventually one of them will fall to Jonathan David, and he won't scuff it like he hit the first one. So I think it'll be all right. Oh, let me just switch my light on over here, try and give you some balance. It's a bit better. Played all right. Just it's a busy night for Wrexham social media. Everybody's getting excited. Everyone's excited because Michaela Cook signed. Get in. Get in. Just showing that that chance, excuse me, that fell to Oluwaseyi. And technically it wasn't a great execution of that chance. If you're watching it abroad, do you still get the BBC feed at halftime, or do you have local broadcasters at halftime? I'm intrigued to know, because the BBC tonight have got Wayne Rooney, Olivier Giroud, and Mika Richards as their analysts. And Gabby Logan is the host, and she's actually one of the best hosts for football, Gabby Logan is. Her dad was a very famous footballer, Welsh footballer called Terry Yorath. So football is in her blood. And sport is, she does the Olympics and everything. She's excellent, Gabby Yorath. Well, she's Gabby Logan now. She married a Scottish rugby player. Excuse me. If you get any drink noises, apologies. I'll just leave that there, though, for all the NFL fans. Just leave that there. Yeah, just let that there. It was the ring ceremony last night. They got the rings yesterday, or last night, the Seahawks. Ready to run it back. Right, so Fox have got Thierry, Alexi Lalas, Rebecca Lowe and Zlatan. So Rebecca Lowe is a very good host. I'm not a massive fan of Alexi Lalas. Thierry is very knowledgeable. I'm not sure he's the best analyst and explainer of things. I think he was just one of those, actually, that was just naturally such a gifted footballer. And Zlatan similarly. But I don't think I've ever seen Zlatan try and analyse. So how does he get on doing analysis, John? He's been fired, I think, from Milan, hasn't he? Or they've been asking for him to. They've been asking to get him fired. Zlatan. They're not. The Milan fans are not a fan of him. His work. It's like Lalas to me was this player in USA '94. I think he was in that. I remember him being that player. But when I listen to him talk, I don't personally agree with some of the things he says when he's talking about football. So I find him very outspoken, and just I think some of what he talks is rubbish. But he's an ex-professional, and I'm just a silly idiot sat at home on YouTube. So what do I know? Yeah. Zlatan's okay, is he? Right, interesting. Zlatan, of course, very famously had the chance to leave Ajax and join Arsenal when Arsenal were a real force in English football years ago, 20 odd years ago, and Arsene Wenger took him across to London as a youngster and told him he wanted him to do a trial. Just wanted to have a look at him over some training and a game or so, like a behind closed doors game. And Zlatan doesn't do trials, I think, was the answer that the 17-year-old gave back to Arsene Wenger. And the rest is history. Yeah, fascinated. Who else? If there's any other different hosts, let me know. See, I really like Rebecca Lowe as a host. I don't know how obviously, I don't know what she's like on Fox. She used to do a podcast over here with Gary Neville, in fact, but she used to be really good. Very similar to Gabby Logan. Very well spoken, very knowledgeable, very confident, and can handle the conversation. She knows how to sort of direct the conversation. We're getting a bit of an update from the Scottish camp at the moment. It's what they tend to do at half time in the games over here is whichever teams are still left in from the home nations, they'll have a little 5 or 10 minute piece just ahead of their games and stuff. So we're getting an update from, I think it's Boston, but I'm not sure. It's Scotland training. Got Andy Robertson talking at the moment, the ex Liverpool left back who's gone to Tottenham. Brilliant, yeah, and so she should be. She's really, really good. I always found her excellent as a host, but Stu Holden, Clint Dempsey, Carly Lloyd, and Rob Stone as a pre-game crew. Right. So Clint Dempsey, I remember from when he was at Fulham, and he does a podcast with. No, he doesn't. Oh, I think I've just seen him on podcasts. Obviously, he was a very talented player. Carly Lloyd is an American ladies player from memory. Am I right? Rob Stone, I don't know the name, but I'm going to Google him. Let's have a look. Teams are coming back out. Right, Rob Stone must be an American host. I don't recognise his name at all. And Stu Holden. I think that name rings a bell, but I'm not sure. Maybe I'm making it up. Oh, so he was a former football player as well. Right, I don't remember him at all. Yeah, was she in that? Like, sorry, yeah. Let me just pay attention, because they're about to kick off. She was part of that sort of iconic women's national team, I think. There we go. Right, we're underway. Yeah. Bolton. Right, I thought I'd heard that name before, but I don't remember ever sort of watching him play or him being a transfer rumour at a club. Don't remember. But, there are a lot of people still in the concourse, folks, because they haven't all gone home. We've kicked off, and like that far side stand is empty. Get back in your seats, folks. Come on. So Canada are shooting left to right this half on my stream, and I'm going to assume it's the same stream that everybody's kind of got. So. Oh, blimey. Are they slow delivering the half-time refreshments? It's like the race course, to be fair. Here we go, Canada on the counter. That's it. Just that was a lovely ball round the corner. Oh, hello. This is going to be a chance. No, it's not. Oh, that was a lovely turn. Kolasinac arguing there. What are you arguing over there, Kolasinac? There's a long throw. Oh, that was Buchanan's throw, and that was a better long throw. Had a flatter trajectory, harder to defend than the big loopy one that Johnston's got. Oh, I'll tell you, there's probably a free kick there for a foul, by the way, on a Canada player. He hasn't given it. Watch the bounce. Watch the bounce. It's alright, Canada will defend that comfortably. He's offside. That's Jonathan David. Oh, hello. Hang on. The goalkeeper is feigning injury because of the foul. Should just add that. I think the offside might save him. The question is it offside? The goalkeeper is not injured. There might have been a slight bit of contact, but he's not injured. He's staying down because he knows he's made contact and that he's at risk. Let's have a replay would be really useful about now. Here we go. Right. He's offside. So it doesn't matter. He's offside. So the question, so Zach, your question is very pertinent, right? So in old money, that wouldn't be a penalty because the goalkeeper gets the ball first, right? He punches the ball, then there's some contact afterwards. So that is old money, what I grew up with. In new money, as we call it, so in modern football, it's not they've not given it, and we're playing on. But just to answer the question, in new money, they do give them, and it's alien to me. It doesn't matter if you get the ball first, it doesn't matter because you can't do anything. Once you punch the ball, you punch through the ball. You are very obviously going to catch the player. So in old money, it definitely shouldn't be a penalty. But in this modern game where stupid decisions get given, that might have been a penalty if he. But obviously, it was irrelevant because of the offside. Canada have started really brightly here, by the way. They're first to the ball. They're trying to speed everything up. What you don't want is on my stream, Kone has just picked the ball off the back line there, and he's had 2 or 3 seconds to sit on it and plot his pass. And you don't want that because that's killing your momentum. You want to keep that ball moving, get it moving. Keep Bosnia working, get them shifting around, get them chasing the ball, tire them out. Yeah, this is good from Canada. If they keep this up, this is really good. Keep shifting it, just shift it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. I don't like that pass from Cornelius, I think it was. Take a touch. Right, you got time here, Buchanan. Come on. Buchanan up against Kolasinac should be a mismatch. Kolasinac was never quick, and he's clumsy as a defender, right? So I would want Buchanan running at him all game, because eventually he's going to get booked. Eventually he will get a red card. Very clumsy defender. Makes rash decisions. Takes risks. Bosnia trying to drag out the time as much as they can already from the goal kick. Nice. I'm not sure that one was a booking. It was a foul, but moving ball. That's it. This is nice. Good ball, back stick. Buchanan, back stick. Put it in. Put it in. Oh, that's frustrating. Yeah, you're in though. Goal! No! It's not gone in. I can't believe they've hit the bar. Be a yellow card for a foul. Oh, my life. Same as in the all football, it depends on what type of foul it is, Ruth. Great football. Lovely. What defending from the man I've just slated, Kolasinac. Kicks it onto his own bar. And then that's a very obvious, if you're watching the replay, that's a very obvious yellow card. That you don't need to take that yellow card there, right? Whoever that number 4 is, I'm not even going to try and say his name, right? There is no need to take that yellow card there. They've got so far to get up the pitch. There's plenty of bodies back. He just doesn't need to make that foul and get that bucket. Hello, Bosnia are in. Bosnia are in. Oh, what a save. I think it's a save by the goalkeeper. I think that's a goal kick, but I could be wrong. They're not really showing me what's going on, so I don't know. Cornelius defends it terribly. Oh, I'm not sure the goalie does save it. Does he not hit his thigh? Oh, it hits his foot. Yeah, that should be a corner. That was the game there. Wow. Oh, it is a corner. Goalkeeper flaps at it a bit. Here comes Coney breaking. Jonathan David. And again, a chance where Canada had a chance to counter-attack. There's a poor pass. All game that's happened. Here's Miller on the right. It's a terrible cross. Wow. That's poor. Started really well. That's what the depending on the commentary that you've got. I don't know whether you've got the BBC commentary or you do have a local network commentary. The BBC commentary just saying that Canada have started the half really, really well, and they have kept the tempo up. Yeah, you're in. Jonathan David this time again doesn't get a cross in at a good time. Frustrating for Canada, really frustrating. It'd be interesting to know if what we're seeing in the final third and this sloppiness and frustration, if that's been a hallmark of their sort of last 12 months or... oh, yeah, they've reversed the throw-in. Yeah, is this typical of the Canada attack, or are they, or is today just the... is it just the expectation of the home game? And again, they're sloppy. Look, that's goalkeeper kicking it. Should be simple. Kicks it out of touch. Frustrating. And eventually that kills that momentum. They come out with really good momentum at the start of the half. That sloppiness will kill that momentum. Yeah. I want to see that one again, please. They've just given a foul against Canada. I'm not sure that's much of a foul. And I don't understand why the player needed to undo his bootlaces. So he's doing that to kill the momentum, right? Here we go. Set piece. Well defended, not bad. Oh, he's put that up for the goalkeeper. Oh, it's not the best goalkeeping I've ever seen. Why didn't you catch that, goalkeeper? Is it Crepo? Crepo? I'm not sure. Crepio? However you pronounce it. That is not very good goalkeeping. You can catch that. And this is what we need to see now. So they're... we know what they're going to do. Big deep one. They've got a free header again on the edge of the box. Canada are not learning their lessons from set pieces. How is he getting above two players there? That's not a foul. Don't give it, ref. Not a foul. Looks like you're going to get 3 red arrows. 3 substitutes. He's free there. How is he free to get that header? Just see the replay. Wow. Just at what point does Charlie Trafford come on? By the way, does anybody know? Is he imminent or? Right, you've got numbers here, Canada. Got to do it quick. Get this ball switched out. I want the switch to Buchanan on the back post. He's going to be up against Kolasinac or free. Kolasinac will go to sleep at some point in this game. That's what he does. Look at him now. Oh, Liam Miller again with a sloppy pass. I want to see who's... Fotmob's being fooled by... the analytics are being fooled. There's the offside before. Just so you know, that wouldn't have been offside under the new daylight rule that Arsene Wenger wants introduced. And I'm all for that. Yeah, Miller's been poor, hasn't he? Right. Miller is coming off. Schaffelberg. Are they shifting players? All right, come on, FIFA. Give us a wide... we need a wide camera angle now so we can see who's coming on where. Jonathan David's going off. And Buchanan's going off. Wow. Promise David is on, is he? I know FIFA are doing a real shoddy job of the graphics. Couldn't tell you who's come on. So hopefully you've got better graphics than me, and you know who's come on. See if we can. I can see who's come on. I can't see who's come off. So Ali Ahmed has come on, which is what Maple Synapse I think said you were hoping would happen. Promise David has come on, and Schaffelberg has come on. Jonathan David has gone off. Buchanan has gone off, and Miller has gone off. There. So. Oh. Yeah, the Bosnians have probably barged into each other here, and they're trying to claim that they've got a... Let me see a replay. Let me see. No, he's holding his head. Look, he's holding his head as if he's been hit by a hammer. I mean, it's a farce, isn't it? Football is a farce. Still popping it about sharply. Canada. Here we go. Here we go. Nice little overload on the... Look at the Bosnians cheering every time they defend something. Every time they win a tackle or block a cross, that player cheers as if he's won the World Cup. Oh, here we go. Here's Ali Ahmed. Oh, go on, get your shot away. Oh. That was a half chance for Promise David. Back to goal. Takes a decent touch. He's just unlucky that one that I can't see which Bosnian defender it was just comes and nicks the ball off his toe. This is a really interesting time because it's like stick or... We're getting to stick or twist time now. You know, do you want to win the game? Are you going to be brave and go and commit for 10 minutes and try and get a goal, which gives you time then at the end of the game to go for the winner? Or do you just go, actually, it's not the end of the world if we just get a draw out of this game? And we just carry on as we are till the 80th odd minute, and then you start committing even more players forward. That's a great ball. Canada down the left. Cuts inside. Edge of the box. Can you get the shot off? Yeah, he does, but he's wildly wide. I think the goalkeeper never looked troubled. So I'm going to assume that, despite the camera angle, I'm going to assume that was wildly wide. Let's have a look. Edge of the box. Yeah, 6 or 8 yards wide. Oh, God, again, Bosnia struggling at the moment. Bosnia look tired to me. Okay, Maple Synapse says Canada should just keep going for it. It is. Here we go. Big back stick. Oh, off the line. Off the line. Canada had it. It was a weak header, I think. That's a free kick. It was a weak header that was going back towards the back post. So it was really easy to defend. So when somebody says it was off the line, it makes it sound much more dramatic than it was. But Liz is right. That drinks break is going to help Bosnia greatly. We've kind of got a free kick. Take it short. Don't waste it now because you've loaded this box up. You cannot waste this. And they kind of did. Wasn't the best. They'd loaded that box up and never really utilised the fact that they had that. Thought it was a bit too cute. Yeah, it's good, decent defending. Yeah, it was a good header from Promise. Was it Promise David that did that? No. Couldn't see who it was. Oh, they've been caught here. They've been caught here, Canada. They've got man at the back stick. They've not used in Bosnia. Good defending. Very good defending. Very good defending. Keepers. Yeah, they were caught on the counter there. Nice. Here you go. You've got a man over here. You've got to keep it moving quick. Run at him. Run at him. They're sloppy again in the final third. How many times have Canada been sloppy in this final third? There's Kolasinac, clumsy. Tell you, honestly, I watched him for years. He's a dreadful player. This has to be quality into the box. It isn't. He might get a corner. No. He's going to dive. Absolute shambles of a dive from Kolasinac there. We've got a shot of some Canadians probably in a box in the hydration break. I couldn't tell you any of them were. Apologies. They were probably somebody really famous. I don't know who they were. So there we go. We're in the end of the third quarter. And it's still 1-0 to Bosnia. But Jesse Marsh will be, apart from the final third, he'll be relatively pleased. What's all that smoke? Are they watering the pitch? Or has somebody set off a flare? Not sure. Maybe they were watering the pitch. Let's have a look at the stats. They're watering the pitch there. That's it. Well, there is a bit of breeze in there. You can see it now. 64% possession for Canada. 10 shots to 7 for Bosnia. 32 touches in the opposition's box to 12 by Bosnia. So that tells you everything, right? Canada are doing everything up until that final action, which is the assist or the finish. And the biggest concern that they've had have been the set pieces. .94 versus 0.97 xg. So the chances that both sides have been statistically very similar. They're just saying Bosnia only ever won one game before as well. So I think the players are quite happy to look like they're quite happy to walk amongst the sprinklers there. 24 degrees it says on FOTMOB is the temperature in the stadium. Don't know if anybody can confirm or deny that, but the players look quite happy. I'm just looking at them there walking through. They're quite enjoying a little shower. Right, so 71. If you get a goal in the next 10 minutes, it's game on. Absolutely game on. Still there for Canada to win. The longer it goes, the harder that becomes, and then you're scrambling for a draw then, aren't you? Adam says that feels accurate, that sort of 24 degrees C, which is going to be roughly, double it, 50, add 30, late 70s in Fahrenheit. Ooh, you're giving the ball away there. That's a bit sloppy. Got to get back into shape. Come on, get this ball down. A little back heel there, which has ended up being a problem. Coney will be lucky he doesn't get a yellow card there for yapping at the ref. But that free kick comes from a sloppy back heel that he didn't need to make. It's barely a free kick. Look at the way the Bosnian player's gone down. I mean, look at that. How can the ref not look at that and go, he's barely touched it? That was the wrong ball. Here's some Bosnian substitutions coming. Or at least one. 2. Trying to understand the messages that they're saying as they come on. They look like they might be trying to change a bit of shape. It's still Canada's ball, still on the attack. Now, you're not going to get anything there. That was a bit too much of a fake. Not much there. And you've gone down there like you've ripped a quad in your thigh and then got up and walked off. Ooh, that ball's a bit lively. Come back. Turn back. Turn back. It's not over this game for Canada, but they do have to just be... How aggressive do you want to be yet? How aggressive? I don't know, 1-0 down in the 75th minute as a Canadian fan, and you've never won a game at the World Cup, would it be the end of the world if you went for it and lost 2-0? Bear in mind you're already losing 1-0. Bearing in mind you might make it 1-1. I'm not sure it is the end of the world. Yeah, I didn't think Buchanan was having a bad game. I did. Here's Kyle Larin, by the way, for Canada. The thing I would say about Buchanan is some of his decision making was poor. Some of his runs off the ball weren't what I would like somebody to make, I thought he came inside instead of going outside a couple of times and that type of thing. But by and large, he looked lively to me. But then maybe he's got an injury that I don't know about. And, they like Ryan, don't they, the camera crew? Yeah. Poor bloke can't even watch a football game, can he, without the cameras being trained on him all the time. There's a ball. Oh, that was a nice idea. Outside of the foot towards Kyle Larin from Ali Ahmed. He's not going to get away with that. That was actually a foul throw, I think. You need to make sure that ball travels a bit. Johnston. Yeah, it's very controversial, this. I'm all right with a blue card. I'm all right with them trying a sin bin. But if you ask the majority of people, they're not having any of it. They don't want it. They don't want it to change. Whereas I'm the opposite. I'm all for them trying something like a sin bin and a little 3 or 5 minute sin bin for some play acting might. And they should also, that foul that teams do when you lose the ball, the transitional foul, or when you start to be counter-attacked, people pull a shirt and pull an arm. That's another one I think they should be end up in the sin bin for. Is Kyle Larin? There it is, goal! Of course, it's Kyle Larin. It's Kyle Larin. And this is game on. This is game on. Ryan will be thinking I should have bought him. Well done, Canada. Kept going, thought it was still there. Said it's not over yet. Let's just check any VARs. He's onside. I told you, look who's played him onside. Look who's played him onside. I told you he will go to sleep. Number 5, Said Kolasinac. I watched him for years. Dreadful defender. Stick with me, kids. You'll go far. Said Kolasinac. He will always give you a chance, even if it's not directly. He's fast asleep there. He's half a yard too deep, and he plays Kyle Larin on. And now you've got momentum, and now it's up to Jesse Marsh. What does he want to do? Because you think about it, you've had all that momentum all half. You've been really good in the second half. You've got 15 minutes. What do you want to do? I'd go. Here you go. Hang on. What's going to happen here? Hello. Oh, what a crap shot by Promise David. There might have been a handball in there, to be honest. There might have been a handball in there. He's staying down, I think, because he's embarrassed. There was the FIFA plant, that young blonde lady from Bosnia. There he is. There's my friend, number 5. I told you. Every time he will give you something. Look how deep he is, fast asleep. It's a great turn. It gets a deflection, doesn't matter. He is, I'm sorry to keep going on about him. He is absolutely the person that you should have run at all game in this match, is Said Kolasinac. I would have just kept running at him all game. He loses his head. He's an appalling player, he is. That wasn't a foul. That wasn't a foul for me. Carry on. Oh, sloppy ball by Schaffelberg. Sloppy pass. Get up. Is that Coney? No, it's not Coney. Get up, whoever that is. Oh, Johnston, that's not the best header, but it'll do. There he is again. Yeah, look at him. Look, he's done his hamstring. He's done his hamstring, Kolasinac. I'll tell you. Oh, he's got cramp. He's finished. Cramp he's got. He's cramp. He has got a sub. Could be a calf pull. He was struggling. He's been struggling all game. Looks like they're going to sub him. He's vastly experienced, but you'd be better with him on the pitch, sadly. It's a shame he's going off. You'd be better with him on the pitch, because he will just keep. If he plays again for Bosnia and you watch the game, watch him. Just watch him. So he's going off. I think, well, I didn't want to say that, Maple Synapse, but he may well have a bit of cramp. But I think he was looking to get off that pitch, is what I would say. He was looking for a way out. Look at the Bosnia player there, Daniel. This game has got a late goal in it. But the frightening thing is I couldn't tell you who it's for. Because it's really obvious with all the momentum being with Canada. You think, well, it's going to be Canada, but Bosnia got a set piece in them late. That's Kone. That's wild. What was that? What was that? Here come Bosnia. Corner. That's a sloppy ball from Kone. He knows as well. You could see him. Yeah, he's got cramp, Kolasinac. Cramp. Yeah, you're not going to get that. Now, this is what I'm fearful of, is the set piece. Outswinger into a good area though. Look at where they're even though it was an outswinging corner, it ain't. Oh, hello. They're still in here. Here come Bosnia. Stand on your feet, stay up. What I was going to say was, if you watch that cross, it ends up on the edge of the 6-yard box, whereas the Canadian outswinging corners are ended up 12 yards away. It's too far away for you to do anything on a set piece. You've got 7 or 8 minutes here. Go and have a go. It just sets you up. What's the yellow car? Oh, is there a car coming? No. It would set you up massively if you get a win, doesn't it? You know, it sets you up so well for the rest of the group if you get a win. It's a bit scrappy now. This game has got. I think Bosnia will know that they basically need to scrap, Is that going to go for a corner? No. If they make this game scrappy, they've got a chance of holding on for a point at least. Whereas what Canada actually need is to be able to build attack after attack after attack, don't they? Put some string 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 passes together in moves. Here's the long throw from Johnston. It's a bit loopy for my liking. Still a bit loopy. Look how easy they defend that. It's not a good enough throw, that. He should have learned by now that that's not working. Hello, Bosnia are in here. Bosnia are in. It's 2-on-2. Well done. You've held him up. That's all you needed to do. Let your players get back. Good defending. Now you've got to be careful with these Bosnians cheating late on, with them diving around the box. That's good from Promise David. Yeah, you can have lots of this for the next 5 minutes. They're gonna just give silly fouls away in wide areas. Don't slow the game. Hey, Esteban, don't slow this game down for me. Don't slow it down. Bosnia are on their last legs. Speed it up. Quick passing. Little 10-yard bursting runs. Keep shifting them. Go on, Kone. Drive at them. That's better from Ahmed. That's a crap pass. How she touched Kone. Lucky there, Kone. Yeah, it's not been a bad game, Esteban. I didn't think it had been a bad game at all. Shift the ball. Shift the ball. Save your legs. Let the ball do the work. Shift the ball, Canada. Right? You need to get Bosnia going from side to side now. He's offside, I think. He didn't. Go on, win that. Watch the bounce. Watch the bounce. Well defended. Come on. Yeah, we're getting very European, these sloppy fouls now. It's got to be 5 minutes of injury time, is my guess. Better do me get me extra time graphic ready. Injury time. Osorio is coming on, apparently, is what they were saying. Here's a set piece, though, for Canada. They've loaded the back post with 3 players. That's poor delivery. I think it's 5 minutes, that. It's 6. That's poor, that set piece. Eustachio, I'm not feeling. Eustachio. Go on, Promise. Win that. Come on. He'll run that out. Yeah. It's a throw into Canada, and it's not a goal kick. Yeah. One chance, I guess, is what you will be saying. You want to create at least one big chance. Oh, there's some subs coming on. Here we go. Here's the subs. Yeah, getting Eustachio off. I've been very underwhelmed by him. The BBC commentator was actually saying how well he'd been playing, but not for me. Oh, hello. No, no, not a foul. Get up, you cheat. Get your card out. What's that for? He's given a foul against Promise David there, I think. Let's see that. Let's see that again. So this one isn't a foul. Little arm grab, nothing in that. It's all right. Little bit of contact like that is fine. Why is he holding his leg? Oh, give over. It's not a foul. Not for me. Just because there is some contact does not mean it's a foul. Just remember that. Yeah, Bosnia are not desperate to directly put this ball into the box in case it comes back. That's a sloppy clearance again from Canada. Kyle Larin will run it away. Here we go. Oh, that's a yellow card. That's a yellow card for 18. And that's the card. That's the foul that exactly I was talking about before, which should be a sin bin. Katic has just pulled him back on the counter. That's the one for me. That's a blatant, should be a blatant sin bin for 2 or 3 minutes, whatever you want to do. Got to get that foul out of the game. And Canada have somehow kicked the ball out of touch there, but I've no idea how. Bosnia are knackered. Look at them. They are breathing heavy. Canada will beat Qatar. So you're going to get a win in your next game. You'll beat Qatar. Oh, Kone, wake up. Sloppy. It's very raw. Oh, that's a terrible pass. Cornelius, sloppy. Give it easy, Kone. Right, get a switch on now. You need a switch of play. Oh, that's a good ball. Is this Ahmed? Not the best ball. It's not the best cross from, is it Al Ahmed? Wasn't the best cross. Yeah, I agree with what Stephen Warnock is saying. Basically, just quality in the final third is what's cost Canada today. Another day you win this game comfortably if you're just a bit more efficient. Some Phil Parkinson efficiency. Keep it moving. Please keep it. Don't sit on the ball like that. Keep it moving. Bosnia will hate that. They'll hate having to run. You get a corner here if you. Oh, here it is! Oh, Kyle Larin was blocked from 6 yards out. Oh, that was the half chance that you'd want. Go on. Have one more go. Go on. No, don't go backwards. Come on. Get forward. Canada are wasting time here. Get this ball forward into the midfield and into the attacker's feet. No, he's tried to get a foul there, and you're going to get nothing. I suspect that might be it. That is it. That's full time. Said you can't be faffing around at the back, knocking the ball around amongst the back three like they were then. So it ends 1-1. How do you feel about that? That was an all right game. Honestly, that was an all right game. You're not going to get wonderful games in every game in the World Cup. Doesn't happen. That game was all right. That was. On another day, they could have got a winner there. Bit sloppy in the final third is how I would sum that game up. They'll learn a lot from that. They will learn a lot. And I said, Saeed Kolasinac is one of the worst footballers you will ever see. Dreadful footballer. Always cost you. Terrible defender. And there it was. He played right into the narrative with the offside. So, yeah, been a bit more clinical, Zach, that have won that. You'll beat Qatar anyway. So, that might get you up and feel like you're up and running a bit more then, won't it? So yeah. Let's have a look at the stats to see. It's dominated by Canada, really. 38 touches in the opposition's box to their 14. They were there for the set pieces, Bosnia. That's all they were there for. They were just there for the set pieces. So, yeah. Anyway. Right, people, go about your days. If you didn't know that Wrexham Women have made a really good signing, then go onto my YouTube channel and watch the video that we did earlier with Welsh Techie. And they are a one-trick pony, Welsh Techie. We did a video with Harry Ware as well, who's very knowledgeable and is a researcher for Sports Interactive and Football Manager, so knows a lot about football. You can go and watch our Michaela Cook signing video that we did at 5 o'clock tonight. So, yeah, go and watch that if you haven't already. If you want something a bit longer, go and watch the chat we had with Dell this week as well. That's there for people to watch, so you can go and watch that. And it's America's turn next, isn't it? It's America's turn. No, it's about 1:10. It's about something. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, I think. Let me have a look. It's 1:10. No, 2 o'clock. I'll be fast asleep by then. Although I'll watch Qatar and Switzerland. I'll watch tomorrow, and I'll watch the Brazil-Morocco game. But yeah, it's. Our household will be asleep by that point, so yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks very much for keeping me company. That was a decent World Cup game. And Canada should have won that. Right, go about your day, everybody.